Mr. Chairman, isang last question lang po kay Chairman Anyagas. Chairman, hindi po ba sa DBP, in housing, I know you were exposed doon po sa mga loans na existing
Apo.
non-performing loans, lahat po yan. Alam po natin na hindi tayo pwedeng magbenta basta-basta dahil po sa gobyerno, may book value po at govern po
Correct.
tayo ng ganitong batas.
Correct.
Oho.
Kaya po nagtatag, kaya ano po kaya either ang mismong bangko ang magre-rehab or in this particular case na aprubahan po ng Kongreso at Senado yung SPAV law which allowed DBP to move in that direction.
But prior to that, you could not move because there were governing laws. At
Opo.
delikado po tayo.
Bawal may mga bawal po kaya hindi namin ginagawa.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, salamat po, Chairman Anyagas. May I now proceed to Ms. Cube of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Good morning po, Congressman Mike. And
Yes, Ms. Cube. Good morning po. Ms. Cube, doon po sa accreditation process nyo, ano po yung qualification for a loan to be accredited para po dyan sa SPV?
okay. Mr. Chair, the BSP at that time issued memorandum dated May 11, 2006 to all banks and non-bank financial institutions performing quasi-banking functions para po ilahad doon ang mga procedures, paano po makakapag-avail ng certificate of eligibility. So on the question of Congressman Mike, sorry po if I heard it right, paano po masasabi kung non-performing ang isang loan?
Ma'am, Ms. Cube, ano po ma'am? What will qualify? Ano po yung qualification para kayong maging accredited? I mean, tama ba? Accreditation ng ating loans? Yes.
Yes po, para po maging eligible ang
Eligible.
SPL sa isang certificate of eligibility po to be issued by the BSP. Sir, sinasaad po doon sa memorandum na kailangan mag-submit po yung applicant institution or bank ng master list. Tapos po, dapat po nakasaad doon na non-performing loan na siya. Paano po masasabing non-performing loan? Sinasabi din po doon sa SPV Act na dapat po ay 100
80 days.
If I may, dapat po ay if I may just refer to the law, it has been past due for 180 days and humihingi rin po kami ng certification from an authorized senior officer of the bank to certify that the assets to be sold are non-performing assets as defined by the SPV Act. Tapos po ang proposed sale or transfer of those NPAs are true sale. Then the notification requirements to the borrowers have been complied with. At yung pang-apat po at huli, maximum of 90-day period for negotiation and restructuring being complied with, sir.
So, ano po yung maaaring maging batayan para hindi ka maging eligible?
Kapag po hindi nag-conform dun po sa apat na sinabi ko, halimbawa po hindi po ito true sale or the asset that was sold or transferred are not NPAs as defined by the SPV Act, sir.
Oh, so ibig sabihin po, yung Benpres at saka po yung Maynilad, ay sinasabi po batay doon sa inyong mga guidelines, hindi po siya non-performing asset pa at that time.
Sir, I can only speak of the fact that what BSP has issued was a COE for Bayantel and CATV, sir.
Okay. CATV. Bayantel at saka po yung Sky Cable po to, yung CATV.
Yung CATV po, sir, Philippine Home Cable na po pala siya as represented by DBP.
Tama po ba, Ms. Cube, na nakabatay po kayo sa ganyan, meron kayong regulasyon para dun sa eligibility? Kasi maaaring ang isang bangko, kahit na performing pa lang ang loan niya o maganda yung performance, ilalagay niya sa SPV para maka-discount o kung may kuntsabaan na nangyari.
Sir, in any implementing rules and regulations po ng batas, we ensure that there are safeguards of safety nets in order to avoid abuse, sir. So you are correct po. There are safety nets that was devised po.
So, klaro-klaro, Mr. Chair, no? Salamat, Ms. Cube. Nabanggit ni
Thank you
Chairman
po.
Anyagas, hindi namin pwedeng magbenta na that time kasi wala namang batas and governed tayo ng law. And then number 2, sinasabi nga ni Ms. Cube, yung criteria ng eligibility na hindi pumasok yung Bayantel at saka Maynilad. Pero itinuloy pa rin ang pagbenta. Now, I'll go to the legal of DBP. Attorney Adjong and of course Mr. Aguilar can also answer. Bago po magkaroon ng batas tungkol dito sa SPV, ano pong gumagabay sa atin sa pagbenta ng mga collaterals at non-performing assets?
The policy of the bank, Mr. Chair, is in accordance with existing laws and regulations.
Simple naman ang tanong ko, Attorney Adjong eh. Tama po ba na ang policy ninyo at policy dapat ng lahat? Nakikita ko po ang Land Bank, kasama rin natin dito. At saka yung mga ibang government offices na dapat nakabata ito doon sa appreciation na yung book value o yung total value ay hindi dapat mas mababa.
It's a matter of policy on the part of the bank, Mr. Chair. Bank policies are adopted in accordance with existing laws and regulations.
So anong ibig mo sabihin na Attorney Adjong, exempted kayo dahil DBP kayo? Hindi kayo susunod sa gobyerno?
Hindi po.
So ano nga yung policy?
Ang sinasabi ko po, Mr. Chair, is that the policy of the bank was adopted in accordance with existing laws and regulations po, Mr. Chair.
Ngayon, ang tanong ko, yung existing laws and regulations, hindi dapat kayo bumaba sa book value kung walang SPV. Tama po ba?
We would have to check, Mr. Chair.
Ang bilis mo sumagot, Mr. Chair. Ang bilis mo sumagot doon sa policy. Pag tinanong ko yung policy, hindi mo naman pa alam. So what is the policy? Di ba? It should not go below the book value.
I've requested, Mr. Chair, that we be given time to produce the... Actually, we're communicating with our head office now for the submission of the bank policy on disposal of assets.
Mr. Chair, we don't need that. We know that. Alam na po namin to. Pagka walang SPAV, kahit na po Secretary of Finance nagsalita, Chairman Anyagas nandyan nagsalita na rin ng BSP na itong mga values ninyo, book value, kailangan nyo sundan. Now, under the SPV, wala akong problema kung lower kayo. Pero kailangan mayroon kayong eligibility, which sinabi nga ni Ms. Cube, batay doon sa guidelines, hindi nyo sinundan. Land Bank, is Land Bank here? Para lang klaro, tingnan, may I ask Mr. Sacro of the Land Bank of the Philippines?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tama po ba na may governing guidelines po tayo na pagka may assets tayo, hindi po tayo pwede magbenta ng mas mababa sa book value?
Ang ano po namin, ang policy po namin is we based it on our charter na kailangan po idadaan po muna sa public bidding, yun pong property. Pagka sinasabi po kasi natin na non-performing asset yan, dalawa pong klaseng asset yan. It's either non-performing loan or ROPA na tinatawag. So yung sinasabi ko po about the ROPA, yung disposition of assets. So una, public bidding. Pagka nag-fail po yung public bidding, ay tumatanggap na po kami ng negotiated sale na tinatawag. So pinapublish po namin yan. Ngayon, dinedetermine po namin yung valuation po ng ROPA based on the appraised value of that property. Yun po yung baseline po namin in setting the minimum bid price of that property.
Thank you, Mr. Sacro. Just to qualify lang ko, no? It's either the appraised value or the book value, whichever is higher. Tama po ba? Mm-hmm. Pero more than usual...
But usually mas mataas po. Mas mataas po yung appraised value pag sa ROPA.
Mr. Chair, so klaro-klaro po naman na batay dito sa mga pinag-uusapan po natin and based on the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, talaga po may governing rule pag wala po yung special purpose vehicle. At dito nakita naman natin na bagamat walang eligibility, ipinasok pa rin yung sinasabi nating mga loans na to. Ngayon as a quick manifestation, Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang pong iliwanag and DBP may reply. Nakakatakot po yung sitwasyon nito kasi meron na, kunyari po, itong sinasabi nating loan na nakaraan, magaganda ho yung loan eh, pero ibinenta pa rin po natin. Ano po yung maghihinto sa mga bangko ngayon, government financial institutions, wag na ho natin bayaan yung private, na yung mga magagandang loan nila, ilalagay nila ulit under a special purpose vehicle na inaprubahan po natin, na kung saan pwede magkaroon ng kontsabaan at mabibili nila muli yung kanilang loan ng mas mababa, ng discounted. Sinasabi kanina ng DBP, hindi ho namin binibenta yung mga loans namin dahil kaya namin i-handle. Pero lumalabas, in this particular case, yung 4 na loans, ipinasok po nila, bagamat yung 2 hindi pinayagan, walang certificate of eligibility. Ano ang nagtulak sa DBP para gawin yon? At klaro sa akin, Mr. Chairman, na illegal yung ginawa ng Development Bank of the Philippines. Nagsalita na po Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, nagsalita po ang Land Bank of the Philippines tungkol dito na talagang kailangan malinaw ang governing, ang batas na pumapaloob bago tayo magkaroon ng pagbibenta ng asset. For example, Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
tanong ko lang kay Congressman Defensor. You're referring to what companies, what loans that were processed by DBP under the SPAV, which did not have any certificate of eligibility?
thank you,
Ano po?
Mr. Chairman.
ilad yun eh.
Yung Maynilad po, Mr. Chairman, at saka yung Benpress Holdings, Mr. Chairman.
Bakit walang how did we arrive at the conclusion that they had no certificate of eligibility?
As stated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Mr. Chair, ang Bangko Sentral na po nagsabi, at mismo ang DBP nagsabi, na wala pong eligibility ang Maynilad at ang Benpress Holdings.
Pero they were still given the discount of SPAV in spite of the fact that they had no certificate of eligibility. Is that the point, Congressman Defensor?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Nagkaroon po ng diskwento na ibenta po nila kahit hindi pinayagan.
So malinaw po yun. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Defensor. Any further question? You have established the violation.